Yeah. So anyway, here we are back in Star Citizen. This is 3.1.4, still 3.1.4. We're just here just to see what's what and to ask important questions and to give important instructions. More, I don't know, I feel like it's not even about questions. It's more like about what to do, what to do, what to do. Don't treat me like an imbecile. You know, it's like you need somebody's. Then you got to. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not an option to sort of. Thank you very much. It's more like like don't. You know, please, because that. It really, when you don't, give me the full range of options, then I'm not able to choose the thing I want. All right, that's the thing. And I'm not talking about corporate capitalism here. I'm talking about decent human interaction, intersubjectivity. Don't take your horse to a car park. All right, that's simple. Everyone should know that. Don't take your horse to a car park. You can't. Why? You can't park a horse. It's a living creature. Don't take your horse to a car park. This is the instruction that I'm trying to get at. Anyway, here we are. Here's the music. Hey, I feel like a hobbit. So, I don't know why, but I know I've been saying this all the time, but this music reminds me of the Shire. It's la la la, la 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 la. Here comes Gandalf with his fireworks. Oh, you naughty hobbits. It's, I don't know if it's the right tone, the right feeling that I want in a space game. To be reminded of old Toby, smoking old Toby by a bale of hay, looking at the sunset and wondering where second breakfast has gone. Oh, second breakfast, we all have some second breakfast, Master Gumsy. I mean, hobbits would never park their horse in a car park, would they? Like in Hobbit world, the car park is like the black tower of like industry that is always touted as being the reason for everything being so mashed up, like industry, like the terrible wheels of industry that have ruined this wonderful earth. And nobody points to the real culprit. Right, okay, we're in, like Flynn on his birthday. Right, I'm just going to jump in then. Welcome to Star Citizen 3.1.4. Here we are. We're getting up. Now, we look around the pod, we always like to do this, look around the pod. This is Olisar, this is the ship, the ship? What am I talking about? This is the station where you wake up, right? There's always a laptop there, so you can log in. Later in the game, apparently, you'll be able to log into the star map using that. And once logged into the star map, you'll be able to access the million worlds that are intended to be in Star Citizen. At the moment, they're just in Chris's imagination, but I mean, this laptop here, you'll be able to summon a avatar of your own creation, and then you can ratchet it up with the spanner there. But that's not in the game yet. That's in 3.8, I think, or 3.8.1.4. I think that's coming. And then this rail here, when you pull this rail, you'll be able to change costumes and jump immediately into No Man's Sky, and it's a connection, like a connection rail. So when you pull this down, it will take your avatar from Star Citizen and meld it, weave it together. I'm the weaver. Put it together with the No Man's Sky avatar, which is coming in No Man's Sky 1.4.8.9, which is coming out on July the 22nd, 2023. So that'll be ready then. And then once that's ready, you'll then be able to go into Stationeers and Space Engineers at the same time and take advantage of the fact that Chris has made a deal with Microsoft to mean that he will then become king of everything. He will rule the universe! So that's what's going to happen, people. So pull the rail. Once you get to 3.8.9.4, you'll be able to pull this rail and you'll get frame rates that are above 8. And the harder you pull down on it, like you pull the rail, pull the rail, pull the rail, and then the frame rates will just go up. So that's good, isn't it? I guess I'm in pod 8. Oh, the ladies' toilets. In fact, the gents' toilets. I'm in pod 6, wrong by 2. There's no shame in that. It was only wrong by 2. Now let's try and calm it down a little bit. I think what I need is a bit of vitamin D, don't you? If I stare at this for long enough, it'll be the thumbnail of this stream. Look at that. Does that calm you down? Oh, it sort of does actually. It's very nice. Anyway, let's not dwell. What we'll do is we'll head down. In fact, look, let's just say that I'm going to do that again, just because it might end up being the very thing that we need. The vitamin D screen. Let's just do this. Look at this. Even that doesn't render properly. Even that's jumpy. Look at that. What do you do? Well, I'm watching geometric shapes, moving across a beige screen. And it was very jumpy. I'm not sure if the gameplay is ready on that. Apparently in 3.8 these geometric shapes on a beige screen will be much more fluid. At the moment they're working on it. They need to optimize the systemized variables in order to get these geometric shapes to run smoothly. You can see it's a little bit jerky at the moment, and don't waste time building new ships. Just sort out the important stuff. Right, let's go. I reckon I could go down these stairs, but there's no running in the hallway. Right, so let's just... Look out! Rogue AI. He doesn't know what he's doing. Look at him jumping around, jittery. Subsumption has gone bananas. Look at it. Got the twitches. So there's quite a few people here. It's all this AI using up all the computing power is what it is. Why don't you just can the AI until they work and then put them in the game? Okay, just a thought. Cutlass Black. Oh, hello. Got to claim it back. Claim it back. Claim it back. Claim it back to me. I'm going to pay the expedited fee on that because I can't be bothered to wait for it. Alright, so we just tool around for 2 minutes. The frame rate's not very good in this server, but that's just the way it goes. I'm not going to... Let's just have a look at the chat, shall we? Oh. I can't access the chat. Okay, fair enough. It's funny, it feels like... It does feel a little bit... I'm not complaining about this game. I do love this game. Don't get me wrong. I take the mickey, but I'm looking forward to the game. I'm backing the game, right? I'm here. I'm advertising it now, for God's sake, If you're not into the game yet, I would say, it is worth buying the starter package, and it is worth tooling around in here for a bit. There's going to be an update at the end of this month, if they hit their schedule, and within that update, there's going to be some improvements. Probably, minor improvements. I don't expect the frame rates will be any different. I don't expect there to be much of an expanded world for you to explore. But, there are several planets you can go to. There is trading implemented in the game, although recently these terminals have been very jittery. But, people have been... The organisation that I'm involved with have been organising events and combat sort of trials and stuff with other orgs. That can be quite a lot of fun, I think. I haven't been able to take part in them yet because I've been too busy, but such is life. I have to stream early in the morning. Well, I say early, it's not that early, but I say late, but it's not that late. But I say, in the middle of the day, but it's not even the middle of the day. No, but if I say what I say, and then I'd say make a proviso on it, then that means, well, I say proviso. That's not really much of a proviso. It's more of a disclaimer. Well, when I say disclaimer, what I'm saying is not what I'm saying. Well, when I say not what I'm saying, what I'm not saying is what I am saying, really, which is, you have to take that with a pinch of salt. But basically, what I mean is, I have to stream earlier than my org that I'm involved with seem to be active, so that's the way it goes. Let's talk to this guy. Here we go.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? You can tell me where you went to voice training school, so that I too may become very, very adept at making different voices.
I can't help you.
Oh, alright. The old smile drop. I can't help you. Let's have a look at this guy, shall we? You alright, son? Give you the old light in the face. What do you reckon about that? What do you think? Yeah? What do you think? What do you think? Hey, 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 hey. He's not much fun, is he? On a Tuesday morning. That's right, it's Tuesday morning here, folks, in the UK. We're just here in Star Citizen waiting for the cutlery to be delivered. Let's have a look at that black cutlery now and see if it's ready. Looks like it might be ready. There we go. Cutlass is my favourite ship. I mean, it's the favourite of many, many people. And when I say many people, I mean a few people. B07, which is this way. Good. So we're just going to stroll over there now. We're not going to rush too much. There's something funny about that door. I tell you what I do need to do, actually, while I'm here. I'm going to check the old Moby because I've had trouble loading my weapon. But, you know, let's just give it 5 minutes, have a cigarette, and then try again. Let's just have a look in here now. Spare magazine 1. So this is... Right, so I've got the right one equipped, but I need to... I can't seem to... At the moment, the trouble that I'm having is that I can't seem to save the changes that I've made in the Moby-Glass. I've sort of tried everything. I've tried clicking everywhere on this little rectangle here, and I've been told that you mustn't spam the button, so there we go. You mustn't do that, alright? Don't try this at home! Yeah. So, sorry, wrong button. I don't know what to do about that. Basically, I haven't been able to load my weapon. So what I might do, there might be a problem with the things I bought. So I'll just buy one more magazine for this R97.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, welcome. R97. Right, let's just see if we can buy that. Let's buy one more of those.
We've just received some exciting new products. Have a look.
Yep, okay, good. And
I think you're going to be happy with that.
yes, I'm going to be very happy with it if you just shut up. And then let's just go here. Now I'm going to try this one more time. I'm sorry if this is boring. Well, when I say I'm sorry. R97. Let's just unequip it. And then let's equip it again. Oh, hello. Don't spam the button, people. Right, and then let's just do this. I literally cannot... I don't know if anyone else is having this trouble saving the changes on your Moby. But it's really quite irritating because it means the game doesn't... There's nothing I can do. I'm going to have real trouble killing people in this game. Which, you know, is my... You know... In a way, it's my raison d'être. Raison d'être. Raison d'être. In we go. Into the Lock of Airs. Cycling to Daymar, as it were. Now, I don't really know what I'm doing. I might try and do a drugs run, just because I need the cash. And, although, if you can't save and equip your changes on the Moby-Glass, then what's the point of money? That's my question. You know, don't take your horse to a car park, or don't take your hearse to a horse park. Why are there no doors? Oh no, there are doors. Okay, good. That's fine. This is the beautiful Cutlass. This is really a really good reason to buy the starter package and then to upgrade. Now, I tell you what, I've just made a boo-boo there. Look, the point is, if you get the starter package, you won't be 5 frames. You won't be happy with the Aurora. It's a horrible looking ship. I'm sorry to say this. I mean, the game's going to be amazing, but the ship is absolutely disgusting. It's like, you know, like in the 90s, you used to go and buy go to a Spudulike, and you'd go to like a shopping mall, and there'd be a Spudulike in there, and then around the Spudulike there'd be all this kind of steel railings, and there'd be all these sort of diagonal panels, and that's how they used to sort of build things in the sort of early 90s, like shopping malls. That's what the Aurora looks like. It looks like a cross between an insect and an early 90s shopping mall, where you can go. It's like a flying Spudulike. That's what it looks like. And at the moment, the the Mustang. No one likes the Tang of Must. Yeah, good morning. Yes, thank you. Oh, great, thank you. Basically, the Mustang is going to get a rework to be much better. I think that would be the ship that I would now go for. I mean, originally I thought the Mustang looked like a really bad sort of something out of Blake 7, like a really bad sci-fi. And if you don't know what Blake 7 is, well, then you don't know what it is. But basically, it looked like a terrible sort of Doctor Who prop. But now they've reworked it. I've actually seen an image of it. I can't remember where I saw it now. Probably Board Game, and that's where I see everything about this game, because you can't get any information out of CIG without him to sit through Chris talking about how important he is. Anyway, I'm Chris and I'm the king of the universe. So, if you look at I would, if I was going to start all over again, I would buy the Mustang. And I have said before that no one likes the Tang of Must, but now I think the Tang of Must might be slightly better than the smell of the Spudulike. I hope that makes sense. Actually, hope is too strong an emotion. Let's go. Rear view. Oh, look at her go. Look at the beauty of the 6 frames that it's given me. There we go, look at that. Now this is how good the game looks, people. It's only at 4 frames at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. But it does look good, doesn't it? I mean, look at this. It's a fantastic looking game. The wheels spin, but there's nobody home. I'm home! Yes, alright Chris, I know you're home. Chris has managed an amazing job of making the game. Does it? Just him and Eric Kyron Davis in Chris's bedroom. Occasionally, Sandy goes out for Greg's pasties. And, you know, they're hard at work, designing new haircuts for all the staff. Right, let's go. Let's go to where it never snows, but it always rains. Unless it's sunny, they call it yellow, but it's actually blue. Look at that, it works. Amazing. It's my little widget. Here she is, look. So I black out on the dashboard. Yellow. Let's give you a little look at the ship as we go into hyperdrive here. Look at this. Look at that. Like an Easter display at Tesco's. Woohoo! The blue flash. Would you like the blue flash, Mr. Roberts? Yeah, you like the blue flash at the end. Can I have the blue flash? How much is that? Well, that's $29.99 with the blue flash, but the sparks are extra. Well, how much are the sparks? Well, it'll be an extra $5.99 every time you fly the... Well, it's not a one-off payment. No, I'm afraid every time you fly the ship, you'll be charged $5.99 for the extras. Well, I don't know if I can afford them. Sandy, can I have the blue sparks? Well, I don't know, Chris. How much do you want the blue? I really want the blue sparks. I want the blue sparks. Okay, Chris, you can have it. Here's your pocket money. Thank you, Sandy. She's like my mum. Okay, let's just go down here. Now I'm looking for OM4. That'll do. There we are. Whizzing along in Star Citizen, I feel so alive, so free and alone. I never met nobody in the game 'cause it's too goddamn big for a chance encounter. Right, OM1 I don't want. All I have is my AI for company. That's how it'll be for the millennials, won't it? I saw today a report saying millennials suffering hardest from loneliness epidemic. Most connected generation hit hardest by loneliness epidemic. And you know what? It made me smile.
Quantum drive is now off.
How'd you drown a hipster? You throw him in the mainstream. Right, let's see what we can do here. Now look, it's a little bit dark for what I had in mind. As the actress said to the bishop. Right. I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do here. I'm a bit stumped. Somebody told me that I could bring my horse here and park it amongst these vehicles. Now I want to know, I want to see the manager. The manager's not here at the moment, but if you leave your name and number, I'll get him to call you at some point in the week. Later in the week, he can call you. Later in the week, it's no good to me. I'm here now with my horse. I have an equine appointment, and I need to park my horse here in this establishment. Do you have any stabling facilities here at all? No, it's a car park. My God! What's this world coming to? A man can't bring his horse to a car park and be provided with the requisite amount of hay and feed that is needed. Do you even have a nose bag? I bet you don't even have. I'm sorry, we don't have any nose bags. It's a car park. Right. I'm going to write to my MP. Right, well, you're very welcome to do that, but I can't accommodate your equine beast here because it only has 4 legs and 4 wheels. Do you understand? It's a car park. Yes, I completely fully understand. There should be a sign on the bloody door. Honestly, what's this world coming to? A man can't park his horse in a car park? It's an absolute disgrace. Right, okay, never mind disgracefulness. What about the fact that I can't get to where I want to go? You silly little monkeys. Now, can I even find out where that? I'm not even going to risk it in the dark. There's no point. Let's just go to Daymar and shoot someone. Come on, you know, I mean, come on. Let's have a bit of fun. Chance to be a fun thing. Right, we're just going to scooch over here now. We're going to Daymargate for a day out at the beach. Off we go. Let's look at the beautiful ship as it... Look at that. I'm afraid that's $5.99. No, I forgot about it. It's not a one-off pay, Sandy. It's not a one-off payment. Have you got any more money? Oh, Chris, what do you like? I'm sorry, Sandy. I love you. Okay, that's good. Let's get back in here. What did she say? What did she say? Something off. Sort that out. Right, okay. Why is it dark everywhere? Because they knew you were coming. They put the lights off and drew the curtains shut so that you couldn't know that there was anybody in. Quick, he's coming. Draw the bloody curtains and put the light off. It's Downer. I'm coming for you. I'm absolutely coming. Now, where can I go? Where can I go? There's something to do! My God! Harcourt Mining. No, you see, if I go there, there's like a weapons-free zone. You can't have any fun. You know? You can't actually do anything at these places because you can't shoot anyone. Kudra or... Oh, I don't know what to do. I suppose I could go to Harcourt. I'm on the wrong side of the planet now, aren't I? Oh, the frames. Bountiful Harvest.
Contact.
Okay, contact. Where's contact? Up here. I can't get into a dogfight with frames like this. Yeah, yeah, alright, okay. I mean, there's no point dogfighting when there's no frames. I'm not a coward. I just don't want to park this horse in a car park because, you know, never park your horse in a dogfight. Alright, you can lead a horse to a dogfight, but you can't make it punch above its weight. So, let's try and think. I'm trying to think. Right, we need a plan here, people. Like, what is going on? Hey, man! Smugs! Hey, how you doing, Smugs? Smugs, I haven't seen you for yonks! How are you, man? How's things? I don't know if you're still there. I'm sorry I didn't notice you in the chat. I've had to disable my chat settings because I get so few views that people don't tend to chat to me. But it's very nice to see you, and I'm very pleased that you've stopped by to say hi. It's been a long while since I've seen anyone from the We Have Papers. How's it going down there? How is Star Citizen for you, if you're still there, Smugs? Smugs, good friend of mine from the organisation We Have Papers. Which is a a really fun crew. So we are coming in hot to absolutely nowhere. Let's slow down a little bit and think about what we're doing here. Oh, we could go to Wolf Point. Let's go there. Let's go there. That's in the daylight. I just need some sunshine. I think that's what I need. Here we go. Smugs must have gone. He's fed up with my nonsense. Anyway, Smugs, I appreciate you stopping by, mate.
Contact.
I don't know what time it is. Must be really early in the morning for you, mate. What, are you 5 hours behind me? Must be like 5 AM or something for you. Anyway, no worries. No hard feelings. No bananas. No monkey nuts. No horses in the car park, if you don't mind. So, in lieu of the fact that you cannot take your horse to a car park and receive any kind of stabling facilities whatsoever, in lieu of that, we will try to set forward and make something honest and true. Now, there's a few statements here that I'd like to read to you. I've discovered that what I've discovered is this: if you actually write texts using only the predictive facility, just pressing the middle button, then you get random messages. I'd like to read some of these messages because I think they're very important. Right. Okay, so here we go. This is the latest statement. I think I should slow down. There we go. Just slowing it right down now. Slowing it right down. Very good. Very good stuff. Why am I not slowing down?
Rear impact warning.
Oh, but that's a real shame, isn't it?
Port impact warning.
I mean, that is just a real shame that you're not the sort of person who can steer. Okay, so Wolf Point is still 296 million miles away. Okay, so that's That's another mistake that I've made, and I'm happy to make it for you, the viewer. But look, I need to read you this statement. This is a statement that I've just generated from the predictive text, and the statement is this: the only thing that is a fiction book that has more sense than the subject of a fiction book that implies a fictional fiction is not a fiction book, and that has a fiction that has a meaning production in value, and that the value time in the context is the value time. Alright, so that's something that I would stand by in a minimal way. I mean, I wouldn't put my shirt on it, but I mean, I could put a couple of quid on it. 72 in the 230 at Aintree. I mean, why not? You know. Look at this ship now. Doesn't the game look great, even though it's unplayable? Isn't that amazing? What a wonderful, wonderful sight. I mean, it looks fantastic. You know, and no, don't mess. You know what I mean? So I am basically in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. I wonder if there's anything nearby that we could actually fly to. And I've got nowhere to fly to, fly to, fly to, fly to. Let's just see, shall we? Where's my nearest and dearest? Eager Flats is 201 kilometres that way. So I mean, maybe if we flew that way for long enough, we might, if I get myself at about +10, somewhere about +5, and just hit the throttle, we'll see what we can do. I'm assuming that I can fly in a straight line without too much bother at 10 frames a second. I'm so happy that smoke stopped by, I really am. I'm a bit annoyed with myself that I didn't see that text then. But hey, such is life. You win some, you lose some. You cannot take your horse to a car park. They simply do not have the hay to accommodate it. Alright, try to remember this. It's simple, it's not difficult. Put a sign on your door. If you're getting on the horse, do not go to a car park. Take it to a stable. You need a stable hand for this game, that's for sure. Right, let's just drop it down ever so slightly, because we don't want to get too far above ourselves, right? Because we're heading towards some destination. I mean, look at the planet. Look at it. Look at the beauty of it. Look at the game, the way it plays. I mean, it's incredible. Are we going up? We are going up, so let's just inch it down slightly. Still going up. Let's just inch it down slightly. If we go to 5, that should slow our ascent. Yeah, now we're going down. Okay. So I reckon you've got to be at about 6 degrees to be on a sort of even keel. I mean, look, it's a beautiful looking game. I mean, you can't argue with this sort of stuff. Look at it. It's just fantastic, isn't it? Look at it. Here I am flying across the universe, you know, in a little spaceship. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. You can't argue with that, can ya? Nothing you can say about that. It's an absolute wonder of the modern world. It's all down to the man, Chris Roberts. Take your hat off to him. I'll take my hat off to him. I haven't got a hat, I've only got this. Take my hat off to you, mate. Take my hat off. Put my hat on. Take my hat off. But I'll wear my hat constantly in deference to the man, so in case I need to take my hat off, I can take it off at any time. So I better take it off. I can't see. Right, there we are. And we've gone down to 22 frames a second now. Are we dropping drastically towards the planet's surface here? 17... No, we're going up again. It's got a tendency to drift up, hasn't it, this thing? I didn't realise. I suppose that's only normal. That's good flight mechanics. You'd want an aeroplane that tends to go up as opposed to tending to go down. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. wonder if we're getting any nearer to where we want to be. Anyway, you can see, ladies and germs, that the point about this is that I'm not doing any missions really, and I'm not doing any kind of financial stuff just because I've had such a difficult time with it. I tend to find myself in a situation where I go through a lot of shenanigans just to get to buy something, and then I go and try and sell it, and then I get an undefined marker on the kiosk and it won't let me sell it, or the game crashes after I've spent all my money and I lose all my money. So and the missions are not, a lot of them aren't really working very well at the moment, and the frame rates are quite jumpy, so it can be frustrating. But just for doing stuff like this, just for flying around, tooling around, it's, you know, it's a lot of fun. Well, I say a lot of fun. I mean, it's fun. Well, I say fun. It is what it is. So it's a bit like taking your horse to a car park. That's what I could say. You know, you're all excited, you're on the horse, you take it there, and you think, well, I'll just park it here, and then you find out that there's no facility to park it, and then the man is quite rude, and then it doesn't work properly, and then you try and take the horse, but the horse doesn't fit in into the spaces, and you try and fit in. It's just, you know, there's no hay, there's no water, there's no. It's just very, very difficult. So, you know, that's what I'm saying, really. That's what I'm trying to say. Why try and say something when you could just say it? That's the question. Oh, it's drifting up. That's good, isn't it? Right, so we were trying to get to, was it Eager Flats? Yeah, it was. I don't know if we're ever going to get there, to be quite honest. And there's nothing to do when we do get there. So, I don't know. It's difficult to say, really, what to do in a tiny canoe. I'll tell you what we'll do instead. I've got a great idea. Let's do this. Let's just kill the speed, and I'm going to pop down here a minute. Let's see if we can find a little spot just to park up. You know, we can admire the beauty of the game. Look at this wonderful stuff. Let's just hop in, and we can just turn off the engine.
Front impact warning.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Turned off the engine. It's a little bit unresponsive today. I'm not quite sure why. It's a bit of a delay between pressing things and things happening, but that's just the way it goes. Same with the doors there. Never mind. No problem. Let's just hop out here a second, because there is one thing that is possible in the game. Let's just see if we can get ourselves a nice spot here. I mean, look at this fantastic vista. You know, I'll be better off a bit more light around the front here. Let's put the torch on. Let me see what we're doing. So you can see, you know, it's all to play for. And if we do this, you can have a look at the geezer himself. Look at this. There he is. Look, here's the man himself. Stood in front of his ship like a trooper. Maybe take this view here. There he is. Look, he's looking around. Doesn't know what's going on. What's happening? Where am I? In a strange world. So, you know, one thing I would like to say is that when all else fails, you can always do the old special move that I like to do. You can just drop it all. Do you know what I mean? He's realised he can't park his horse in the car park. He just, look at him. He gave up the ghost. poor fella. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you for watching this little tool around. The game's going to be amazing. This is just a little example of it. I mean, I would say there's not a great deal to do in the game at the moment. We're all waiting for sort of mining mechanic, which is going to come in 3.1.4. I've got a prospector, so I will be going out and testing out all the scanning and the mining, so please join me for that. I shall be doing a lot of testing of that, and I'm looking forward to it, really. I'm hoping that there won't be too many bugs and things, that we can just get out there, find some asteroids, do some mining, get the goods, come back, start making some money. That'd be great. So thanks for joining me. A special hello to Smugs. Thank you for stopping by, mate. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't see you straight away. You know, what can I say? Thanks for watching this drivel. And remember, don't take your horse to a car park. Thank you.